Hey everyone, this is the Love Thy Nerd Critical Hit. I'm Hector Miray with Faith and Fandom, and I just wanted to share a quick thought with you.
So how do you feel about remakes? Remakes seem to take up the majority of the games we play, and the movies we watch, the TV series that get greenlit. We just seem to be a people that love to retell the same story over and over again. And the entertainment industry knows that they can get away with it. Personally, I don't mind it sometimes. Right now, the remake of Resident Evil 2 is in my Xbox, and it's a freaking masterpiece. I just took my kids this weekend to see the remake of Aladdin, and they want to go see the remake of Lion King. There's some remakes we're just dying to actually see, like the people that are excited to see a remake of Final Fantasy VII. But then there are remakes like the Nicolas Cage version of Left Behind that no one really wanted to see. But we have to realize that just because something is a remake doesn't necessarily make it a bad thing. Scripturally, Peter dealt with this with how he presented the gospel, because everywhere he went, he was telling the same story, and people were getting tired of hearing the same story over and over again. In 2 Peter chapter 1, verses 12 through 13, we see this. So I will always remind you of these things, even though you know them and are firmly established in the truth you now have. I think it is right to refresh your memory as long as I live in the tent of this body. So Peter says, I'm going to keep telling you this story, and I don't care how many times you've heard it, because it's a story worth telling. You know, I've seen so many stories of Batman, so many stories of Spider-Man, so many stories of these characters I'm so familiar with, and I'm probably never going to get tired of these stories because they're stories worth telling. And as much as we are a culture that can embrace remakes, that can embrace the same story being told multiple ways, we need to have that attitude to embrace it, that we don't get tired of hearing the gospel, that we don't get tired of hearing the message of what Christ has done, because it may be a message we've heard and we've told, but it has value and it's worth it every time we tell it. Want you to know that Love Thy Nerd exists to love and serve our nerdy neighbors through thoughtful content, relational outreach, and intentional community. Check out our website at lovethynerd.com, our thriving Facebook community where you can interact on a daily basis. We have several podcasts, one of which I host, and we're active on all the socials. You can also check me and my book series out over at Faith and Fandom on Facebook.